Well, hello everyone, it's ITSMYYARD here, and we're going to talk to you today from a little tip from Smack Talks. He gave me the idea because he needed a bit of a hand for one of his videos recording footage of Nydia and Miss Jackie for a future video of his. So I want to talk about the worst wrestling games ever made. Yes, there's been quite a few over the years, so this particular bite-sized series will be there now and then, giving you all the glitches and all the cool stuff like that moment right there. So, Wrestlemania 21. Original Xbox, it was a brand new title because this was when SmackDown games were on PlayStation. Xbox had their own franchise, so we had WWF Raw and then WWE Raw 2, and then we had this monstrosity. And in the concept of it, it had real potential, and I mean this from what you see. There was mid-move counters somewhat for certain moves. There was a good sort of animations for a lot of things, but then you just got to really silly things like the AI was really daft. Hit detection, pretty bad. Health bars, pretty bad. In the original build, now there isn't any updates for anyone, but if you have got the update, it's not so bad like I have. But originally, you could remove a full bar damage off a fireman carry. Not to mention DDTs on this game pretty much do the damage before the move has even commenced, which is great stuff by the geniuses at THQ there. They really thought through with this. Has the referee, I mean Nick Patrick is there. And a lot of the speciality modes were restricted to 1v1. You can do fatal 4-ways in the Hell in a Cell, for instance. It was pretty much restricted to 1v1, which is a dying shame. And if you were pre-adolescent, that's the word I'm going for, that's the word I'm after, they had the obligatory bra and panties match because we were into the ruthless aggression attitude era sort of threshold, so it had to be mandatory, otherwise the public would have hated it. Boom. There was a nice feature as well for the viewing of the match. So you had game, which had it looking towards the ramp, so announce table area, or you had broadcast mode where camera would follow you about like this and be on TV camera side. Both of which totally fine. I've got the AI playing on this. Funny story as well, because SmackDown's disc with WrestleMania 21 couldn't work, he couldn't get what he was after, so he asked me to do it. I, on the other hand, could get this, but not get the footage that I'm needing for other things as well. But to be honest, there's not much to really show off. I mean, it's very clunky, very slow, and at the same time you can win matches very quickly and deal damage stupidly quick. I also feel it's very hard to get up to finish a level because there's not enough moves for some of the characters. And someone like Nydia, who's on one of the lowest stats ever for a character, I mean, it's painful. It's 32, 34, it's really low. You also get the AI stupidity here, which is what I'm showing you. One goes in, one goes out. The other one goes in, and the other one goes out. And this literally was an endless loop. You see that timer at 26 minutes? You're going to see it be a lot shorter soon, and it's the same thing happening. So we're going to skip straight to Hell in a Cell with John Cena and Kane. And looks like Kane lost some legs there by that collar and elbow tie. I mean, honestly. Again, camera angles, love it, can't fault it. And Xbox Live, it was great to have an online wrestling game because this was before the SmackDown vs. Raw had it. Well, good, I should say, because, well, this was what, 2005, so you would have had the first year roughly of SmackDown, and that wasn't great either, to be honest. So Xbox Live always had the better servers, and I met Guru Lally on this as well. This was the first time we played a few games, but I realised I never completed the career mode on this. And I hadn't locked everything on this either. There is a cheat to unlock everything, thankfully, but you have to do it on every match. And the other problem is, because of my disc obviously had a flaw, and it's been cleaned and stuff, still an issue. SmackTalks' disc has an issue, so I'm wondering if there is a flaw with the game, full stop, where it makes it very difficult to play it, full stop. I'm going to have to buy another disc and see. The story mode, not had good cutscenes with actual voice actors. I mean, so yeah, you actually had Eric Bischoff talking to you using Create Superstar, and it had to be a Create Superstar, which, well, oh look, bottom bashing, yay for submissions, yay. Sad face. That's just one of my things. Crashing the game, caged. Hell in a Cell has a door as well. Bicycle kick for Kane, sure. I don't understand why. False count anywhere as well for added realism. And you can set the default to be DQ off as well, and count outs and other things, little bits of bobs. Normal change of difficulties and stuff as well. But it took a lot of money to unlock everything as well by the looks of things. So I wish they kind of thought it through. Then maybe we would have had some better and cooler stuff. I just feel like they've rushed it, and by then they decided to go to SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, which would have been a year and a bit later, because it would have been 2006 it came out, and this was 2005 if I recall. So that would make the timeline sense. SmackDown vs. Raw was on PlayStation with the online feature, but this was still bad. I begrudge saying that. SmackDown vs. Raw was a good game, but the servers were terrible, and for the hackers, this one wasn't so much to my memory. But yeah, 1v1 online as well, sort of lacklustered it. And then in PS2, graphics to Xbox. Xbox was always the dominant console graphically at that point, and did come out a few years later. I mean, God, they were still making PS2 games up until about FIFA 16, FIFA 17, so you know, look out for them if you ever find them in charity shops. Find the last FIFAs on PS2. They're worth a decent amount, because there's not many copies. Stomp in the face. Look how much damage Kane's doing. Half a bar on one move. Half a bar. A stomp takes a significant fraction off compared to what it is on SmackDown, WWE 2K18. Reversal. Tomo drop. Kane has no health. At least you had regeneration. Off the cage, off the cell, whatever you want to call it. It's looking for the kick. No kick of you, shove you down. Boom! What a form. Go outside, go on guys, you know you wanna. That's another thing. AI never likes to go outside. Hell in a Cell. They don't wanna. They don't want to do it. I'm so disappointed. Not many moves. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Pick him up. Grapple. Grapple, counter, shove him down, pick him up again, kidney punch, stuck on the apron, which is somewhat decent, punch, and a bicycle kick to the side of the head, bro kick, still has a full bar and a bit of health, and this is John Cena, and doesn't kick out. I mean, yeah, the AI was a lot to be desired. Think of any other games that you think are not great in the wrestling world. I mean, I'm definitely going to do Hulk Hogan's main event at some point, and probably a Backyard Wrestling or two, and there's other terrible wrestling games. So leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more WWE gaming goodness, and we'll see you next time. See you later.